What are you doing? We're not supposed to do that.
Brian Ricks has his hands full.
What does it say?
It's a dad of girls outnumbered.
Outnumbered 3-1.
It reminds me I got my hands full and my choices matter.
Ricks shares custody of his 3 young daughters with their mother. He does medical billing and coding from home, but now his oldest, Olivia, is learning from home too.
Yeah, I did some of it last year.
Oh, that's right. At the end of last year, they did do it. Some of it they did do for like the last couple of weeks.
It's a juggle to find the time for all of it.
When I'm doing my medical coding, I can focus on what I'm focused on and get it done, and then I don't have to come back to it. I know it's done right, and I know I don't have to give up the opportunity cost of her, you know, when she's at home studying, because this is a change for her as well. So I want to make sure that I'm just, you know, considerate of the fact that she's going through changes as well, and she still has things to do as well.
Before the COVID-19 epidemic, Olivia went to school here at the Natomas Charter School's Star Academy.
This may take a minute.
But today,
Pretty different because, like, in my school, we have a table that's, like, not barely covered, and it has 6 seats.
no more 6 seats or 6 friends next to her. Now, Olivia learns at this table her dad put together.
Tap on all 3 speaker buttons. Phone.
Instead of being in a classroom, she's using a laptop to learn.
I log on to Zoom, and then since I don't know really what my password is, it just takes me straight to my Zoom meeting.
Her teacher on a screen instead of in front of her in the classroom.
Today I just saw her a little bit, but usually I see her from 8 some to 2 something.
She gets one 15-minute break and a half hour for lunch.
They did a pretty good job of taking precautions to make sure that it's easy as possible. So the links and just the things that they want you to do, and in the classes, they give you pretty good instructions. So it's pretty straightforward.
On top of her classes, she has her online schoolwork done at the same computer. Math and reading presented with the help of characters on a screen. It's a big change and a big adjustment for Ricks and his daughters, having to switch from being here at Ricks's home to moving to their mom's house. Add to that the distractions. Ricks has a 1-year-old.
Happy birthday.
And just celebrated his 4-year-old's birthday. All while Olivia is trying to do her schoolwork. Keeping her attention on the screen and not on her sister's is hard.
I think the distractions at school are controlled. You know, there's a kid talking in class or something like that. But here, there's, you know, when you're at home, you got some siblings playing and dancing, and then maybe she hears that, and then it's kind of a completely different distraction versus, you know, some kid in class just talking, or, you know, it's more controlled in a different environment too.
I don't really like that my sisters, they get to do all these fun things, and like when you're at school, you don't even know what they're doing. You don't know if they're doing something fun, you don't know if they're doing something boring, but when you're at home, you hear everything that they're doing, and it kind of makes you jealous.
But it's not just the distractions. Both Olivia and Brian understand they can't go to Star Academy because of the virus. Both think being in school would be a lot better.
There are a variety of other skills that she learns, like social skills, you know, respect for authority, just how to communicate with other peers. There are a plethora of other skills, life skills that she learns being out and about in public, like as far as like punctuality, everything, you know, it's a lot of different skills that she learns versus just waking up and logging onto the computer.
When it's recess time, we just go and play with our siblings, and we can't really hang out with our friends.
And in the end, Ricks says they have all learned to cope with online learning because they have to.
You can't be stuck in your ways and rigid, because times change, and if you don't change with them, then you're gonna have a hard time.